What's going on, everybody? You know what time it is. I'm Bertrand, and today I have some food for thought underneath my favorite tree. Today we're going to discuss redirection and why it is so important to understand what it can do for you and what you can do with it. If you're new here, go ahead and leave a comment down below with a heart and a crown and say hello, exclamation point. Don't forget to subscribe. But with that being said, have you ever asked yourself what would happen if I had an idea and it was to turn into something else against my wishes? Probably might say that you don't know or that you'd be cool with it. Sometimes you don't know at all. But I'm going to tell you that you can't force the course of a river. You got to go with the wind. I have trouble understanding that sometimes. I'm a lot more vulnerable about these things. So I've learned how to deal with them. So that way I don't shoot myself in the foot because I've been stubborn about something that I really desire. Sometimes it's okay to know what you want and be okay without it, even if it's for a day, a week, a month, a year, who knows? I don't know, man. Lately, things have been pretty cool. But I want to talk about my instances with redirection. I'll keep it brief, though, because I don't have to keep you forever. So, I've been working on a film project titled Smell of Rain. It's based on a poem that I wrote. Started working in I started working on this project at the end of January, the week of my birthday. January 25th, to be exact, was when shooting started. My birthday was January 28th. I turned 26 this year. And everything was amazing. I'm not done with the project, though. And I feel that, all these bugs, it's bugging me. But I won't let that stop me. I feel like I have been met with the same outcome. I feel like I've been met with the same outcome over and over and over again whenever I put my mind to anything. What is that, you might ask? Is that I need to slow down and be okay with the fact that things don't always go my way, no matter how meticulous I am. All the intricacies that I want to focus on don't matter sometimes, you know? Imagine you're a chef working in a 5-star restaurant. You own it. Every night you get amazing reviews. Customers talking about how much they enjoy what you make. There's always that fated night when somebody comes in complaining about what they didn't like about your service, your dishes, and your first instinct might be to blame external factors. Oh, if so-and-so hadn't argued with me an hour before this family walked in, maybe that family would have loved what I made because I was distracted by you and you and you. You don't want to do that. That's selfish. Things are out of your control whether you like it or not. And that's all because of redirection. You're given the opportunity, in each opportunity you get, to check in with yourself. to make sure you're being real with yourself. Are you going to wear yourself out? I mean, you can if you want to. But just know whatever it is that you're deciding to do will be right there after you've given yourself some time to breathe. We don't do that enough, you know. I am an example. I'm a great example. You know, it's been 2 months since the last time I shot anything for Smell of Rain. You know, life happens. But I'm okay with that. I found the opportunity to learn other things about the same language that I'm trying to speak with these films and this music that I'm making. You hear those birds? They chilling, chirping about whatever they want to chirp about. But I'm sitting underneath the tree that they decided to nest in. Redirection. They got to deal with me now. So, it's been 2 months, and I honestly have to say that although I don't like it when I'm not able to complete certain things in the time frame that I imagine I should, I've come to the realization that a lot of the reason why that happens is so that we can be re-inspired. So that when we do complete whatever it is we complete, the regret won't be the same. You know, that one thing that we could have done better. I mean, it'll be there anyway. You don't even have to declare it. Like, I star in my own films. So if I don't have a director, I'm directing myself and everybody else involved. And I always have the same thing happen to me when I'm editing. And it's, man, I wish I had said this line this way. I wish I had worn this a certain way instead. I can't control that when I'm in the moment. But that's also why the moments don't happen right away. Everything is a team effort. And sometimes the team may be a team of one, and that's you. This life that we live, it's like a co-op video game. You know, my cousins and I, we grew up playing Lego Star Wars and Star Wars Battlefront on the PS2, to be exact. And there's always a significant difference in how the missions would go as far as completion when we played individually and when we played as a collective. Now, if you're even the slightest of fan of video games, you know that when you play single player in a game that could be multiplayer, or even if you play a single player game with NPCs because it's a RPG or something, you know that you've got to hold your weight in a different way than the NPCs half the time don't. Because if you aren't understanding the timing of everything in certain scenarios in the game, you're not going to complete the mission. You know the NPCs usually just stand there if you're being attacked and they heal themselves. Like in Resident Evil 5, I despise that game. It's a great game, but I still despise it because I'm the one collecting potions. And Sheva, my partner, is using my potions. And when I am on the ground, because I'm defeated by the enemies, she's not going to heal me, but I heal her. But I got to learn how to hold my weight so that we don't lose and we can continue. Lego Star Wars is another game that I can tell you that when you play it with computers, or even when you play it with more than one person, you have to find a way to cooperate. Whether that means you watch some walkthroughs and see how someone else plays, or focus on the enemies, figure out their timing. You know, why is it that you're not able to complete this mission? And when you do figure that out, after maybe taking a breather or something, the victory will hit so much different because you took your time with it and you took your time with yourself and you found a new way to work with what you have right in front of you. Another example of a video game, my favorite video game ever, Kingdom Hearts 2. Sora, Donald, and Goofy are the greatest trio to ever exist. I mean that sincerely. But sometimes Donald and Goofy, they are not helpful. My boy Donald always comes through clutch, healing me. Sora! You know, I can't really do the Donald voice right now. But, oh, it's raining. Ironic. I came to the park today so that I could make a new shot list for some of the scenes in Smell of Rain. I was supposed to actually shoot today. It's April 20th, 420. But the forecast said that there was a 50 to 60% chance of rain. And tomorrow, it'll be the same thing. But the time that it was supposed to happen was at night when I would be shooting. So I had to postpone it. Redirection, right? I know I veered off from my Kingdom Hearts analogy, but you get the point. You have to understand the timing of things. It's out of your control 50% of the time. You can control some of the result, but not all of it. And you got to learn to be okay with it. Kind of like I have to learn to be okay with the fact that the sky wants to rain down on me. La, 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 la. You know, I got to be okay with that and sing with it. I got to make my way back to my car whether or not I want to walk through the rain or not. That's how life is. But everything's going to be okay. I've got other things that I can focus on for the time being. Once again, know what you desire and be okay without it, even if it's for a brief period or a long time. The time will fly by, whether you're paying attention or not. And you'll be right back in the very moment that you thought would never happen. And you can do something differently. It's not about what you did. It's about what you're going to do next. Okay, the rain is picking up. So with that being said, I'd like to thank you for getting to the end of this video. If you haven't already, like, share, and subscribe. And leave a comment down below of a heart, a crown, and the word hello with an exclamation point. Make sure you drink water. You won't be ugly. I'm Bertrand Best. Peace. Okay, that's cool. Oh, I got pricked by something, but I need to run.